Do. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Don't know where that come from. How are we all? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Apologies for being an hour later. It's been so busy. And I've got my brew. Apologies for being an hour later. It's been so busy. Well, what can we do? What can we do? Well. Did you watch? Look, my hair, it's all back. Don't worry, I've got it all. Trying to keep it tidy today. But did you all watch the interview of the whistleblower? If so, what did you think? Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Trying to get all German. Did you see the whistleblower comment in the live chat? It was a good one. Or was it not? What did you think? Get in the chat and tell me what you thought of the whistleblower and his egg UFO. I watched it. I made notes. I'm good to go. I made notes, people. I made notes. I seem to watch things and then I can forget. So here we go. You're married to an egg? Not married to an egg, surely. Or whistleblower. But yeah, it's a crazy one. I watched it and it was very interesting. If you watched it, get in there. You didn't watch the whole interview? No, I had no choice, Aries. I had no choice. I'm doing this, so, you know, can't come on here with half an interview type knowledge. But yeah, it was very eye-opening. And I even watched Penguin Z0, what he said about it. Reddit's gone crazy, taking the mick, as expected. But yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. But let me find my notes and we shall discuss. We shall discuss the situation. Because it didn't actually, like I said before, and it have non-disclosure agreements and it mentions skiffs and you can't say anything, but he didn't say that. But he didn't say a lot of anything else either, really. Let's be honest. It didn't exactly, wasn't earth-shattering information, was it? But what can I say? But one thing I will have to show you all. Let me bring this. You were married to a German lady? I had a German girlfriend once. Went over to Germany, play football. Like you do. Like you do. But, yes, I had a German girlfriend. Her name was Nicole. Nicole. Sounds more French, doesn't it? But, yeah. Oh, he had a German lady. But, yes. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You never guess what that is. It is Wizard merch. It's absolutely QL. We have Wizard hoodies, Wizard t-shirts. There are loads of colours, Pick your colours. We even have drink holders, water bottles, coffee mugs, the home collection, stuff for home. Look, a soy candle. How cool is that? We have hats and, well, beanies and caps, jackets. They're So smart, don't you think? Bomber jacket and a waterproof jacket. Sliders, Wizard sliders. There's all the latest products. So many. There's I think 40 or 41 products. 40 or 41, I can't remember. There's absolutely loads of them. But I thought I'd better show you. Be how rude of me not to show you my brand new merch shop. But there's some really smart stuff there. Some of the t-shirts you would not believe. I'll tell you, I was on a you can go in and view all the t-shirts. I think there's about 14 different styles. Look at that. How cool is that? Be wizard, be bearded. That's what I say. Look at them all. Nice and simple there as well. And being that I am wizard, I did not at any point skimp on quality. You can't skimp on quality, my friends. If they got a choice of 10 t-shirts, I chose the t-shirts in the top 3 because quality. We want it to last forever. That's the wizard's way. But yes, I thought I'd throw that in. thewizardswords.com. There is a link in the description, but that's enough of that. I'm not here to advertise all this, so but I had to get the word out because I've been working hard all weekend on that. Who works on a weekend? And don't forget, you can now join the channel as well. Whee! There's some perks. So happy days. But what we're here to talk about is, of course, the whistleblower, Jake Barber. I'll put this up because you don't want me filling your face, so that's why I put some things up on the screen and make me smaller. It's just better for you, not seeing a big old beard in your face on the screen. But yeah, it's all good. You can actually join now. We've got super chats and everything activated. I'm on my way to full monetization. The channel is growing. So thank you to everyone who does their thing. But we are now needing to get on with the interview, the whistleblower. What do you think? What do you think about it? But I think it was, in a way, like I said, though, you know, a lot of nothingness. How credible was Jake Barber? He was backed up by a couple of others, Don Paul Bales and Fred Baker. Don Paul was a law enforcement, or was involved in law enforcement and military, and Fred Baker, US Air Force and Special Warfare vet. And there's also Lieutenant Colonel John Blitch, former Green Beret and Delta Force sniper. And I believe he had some degree in psychology as well. So they backed up what Jake Barber was saying. But how do we know credibility? Where are we going for credibility? I mean, Jake Barber's got quite a history of where he's been, what he's done, and everything like that. Aerospace mechanic in the late 90s. Air Force Special Operations with combat control. Helicopter pilot, freefall parachutist, expert marksman, and NATO top security clearance. And believe it or not, he was actually the recipient of an award for the war in Bosnia for an act of heroism. So he as a man has some pedigree. But what about what he was saying? And the interview on NewsNation, 1.2 million views. 1.2 million views. So where are they? I want them all on my channel. But anyway, Jake Barber, just after 9/11, he became an independent contractor, and that's when it all happened. because obviously being a helicopter pilot, his independent contract was to retrieve crashed aircraft, which he thought would be aeroplanes and drones. There's plenty of drones about, but he did say he saw stuff that flew through the ground, literally come up, and it would change shape or colour. And the area where he was working was called the Range. And he mentioned, as Louis Elizondo invented the 5 UAP observables, that he did witness all of them, but number 3, the transmedium travel, he emphasised that because he saw stuff come out of the ground. Do you know the 5 UAP observables? I'll run through quickly for you. Number 1, instantaneous acceleration. Number 2, hypersonic velocity. Number 3, transmedium travel. Number 4, anti-gravity. And number 5, low observability. So you go, 5. Oh, 5. Don't hold a pen when you're trying to hold up 5 fingers. 4 fingers and a thumb. But as far as Jake Barber goes, in the actual interview, for me, I was watching, he seems genuine. Like, he believes what he's saying. His background apparently checks out. Ross Coulthart checked his background out. He then obviously validated anything Jack Barber said with the gentleman I mentioned earlier, Don Paul, Fred Baker and John Blitch. They all sort of backed him up. But they do, yes. That is, they all seem to, but I mean, are they all reading from the same playbook? That's the only problem, because like people like you and I, i.e. the public, we hear this and we can see that and we're like, well, you know, we got no way of ever sort of confirming. But what was interesting was not only did Jake Barber mention the egg, which he saw, because he said it is 150 foot away, and that's because that's how long his cable is that drops from under his helicopter, and he actually picked it up. And of course I did actually do screenshots. Of course I did. We've got some screenshots because we've got to see the egg. So I've done some screenshots. You're going to love this. There it is. What you see on just on to the left of that picture, that's the rope. That was apparently 150 foot long. And then obviously the so-called egg UFO was in a cradle. And that is it being put on the ground. And there's a few photos or screenshots that I took. Is that big enough for you? Can you see that? These were the screenshots from the actual interview of the egg, which admittedly he did put down rather gently. But what on earth? That's where it is. As you can see that where it was wrapped up, it sort of began to roll, shall we say. But let's zoom in for you so you can see it. But is it credible? That's the big question. Is it credible? I mean, Jake Barber did say that. Let's have a look at my notes. Did say it was a pearly white. So not like jet white. It was about 20 foot long. And it was at a later date when he was talking to other people, they confirmed that that egg itself was NHI, i.e. non-human intelligence. So, and that was one of two objects. He mentioned another object, did he not? The was it Aegon? Flying disc with 8 delineated sections. That's a mouthful, can't even say it. I write stuff down and I don't even know how to say it. But he said there was more than one Aegons. And that was like being a flying disc, which we all know, flying disc. We all know flying disc. So that was 2. But the thing that got me was not that he was like showed this video and whatnot. It was when he said there was boxes that he was delivering. And it actually made him start feeling odd and emotional, which I thought that was a bit intriguing. And he said the closer he got to it, the more emotions were overwhelming. Now that's a weird one. But he said a hybrid of sadness, happiness, beauty and song. Like literally he felt like something had connected with him. Or his exact words, it tuned into me and my soul. And he began to cry. And he said he had a 20-mile journey with that object. And it felt like someone was inside of him, like he was possessed by a beautiful spirit, which was made him feel like loving but sadness, like a spirit of God but feminine energy, like a frequency connected with him until this day, and including to today. He said it's guiding him and it's like a protection of him. Now I thought that was strange. Obviously back to that by saying, oh, it changed my life. I bet it did, mate. I bet it did. But that was absolutely crazy. That's quite sort of like an in-depth analysis from someone, like just to make up. I don't know. I don't know the bloke. I mean, we can only go by what we've seen. But I mean, that sort of got me, like, you know, if you're some sort of weird connection, and they do say that, you know, we're all like a certain frequency, and that what should we say? Carried onto the telepath type, psychic type psionics, the psionic team. I don't know what you think about this, but the psionics team have extra temporal abilities, i.e. psychic powers. I know. That's what I like. What? But they said they actually summoned, communicated, controlled UAP with the mind. That's remote viewing, and apparently they persuaded it to land. So whatever psionic people do, that's quite powerful in my book, if it's true. Yeah. That's it. But this egg video I'm doing, like some bloke, I think on Reddit, they ridiculed on Reddit, actually had an egg on a string and went like that and put it down. So that was quite funny. But yeah, I mean, we can see this, but I mean, even looking at it, that's why I leave it on screen. You can just stare at the egg, but it just, what is it? What actually is that? What does it look like? I mean, blimey, an egg. But yeah, the the psionics team can actually connect with the craft. They can actually control the craft. So maybe like that egg there, like you could connect with it and you could literally, I mean, I don't know how far you can go. Like sometimes you just want to laugh and other times you're like, but really? I don't know. Do you believe it? Do you believe what they say? How they say it? How it's presented? I mean, Ross Coulthart isn't one to, well, I didn't think it'd be someone that you can take, like, would clown about with such a narrative. It's like, you know, he always seeks the truth, but he can only go by what he's told as well, even by Jake Barber face to face. I mean, paid psyops, we just don't know. But the psionics thing got me. But also that Don Paul Bowles that I mentioned earlier, he actually confirmed the remote viewing and the ability to sort of call UAPs in with your mind. I know. But it's quite easy to get 5 men and do some sort of psyops on us. So like all and everything, I always take it with a pinch of salt myself. I'm always like, you know, I don't want to confirm nor deny. But what do you think? What do you think? I mean, is it something like you watched and you thought, yes, like, you know, I believe what's being said? Or are you like me and you're like, no, I'm staying back, I'm like 50-50, it's just something, you know, just a bit more information, a little bit more knowledge, thank you. But, you know, I'm not going to start running around going, have you seen that? That was so real. Because this egg thing, I don't know. Like, how on earth did you get this footage? That's what my mind says. Because if it's all that, this and everything else to do with top security and everything, how would you get such footage and even get it out? How would you get it past the people? I don't know. But yeah, what Jake Barber said, it was made sick. That was weird. It was made to be poorly. Possibly radiation. But him and his colleagues, 4, 5, 6 of them, they all ended up in hospital. Radiation poisoning or radiation exposure. And that was all because of the mystery boxes that they were delivering, apparently. And Jake Barber lost all his hair and his skin started peeling and falling off like burns. Did you watch that part? Whereas 4 to 5 of him and 4 to 5 other colleagues experienced the same. What do you think? Get in the comments. Yes, exactly that, Aries. I just think we don't need whistleblowers as we have all the evidence for years now. That's true, but how, like, with the evidence, how do we get the evidence out? That's the thing. Did you do? And welcome. Did you do? Did you do? But they say we don't need whistleblowers as we have all the evidence. But how can we get the evidence though? Because if the whistleblowers don't actually get it out there, it's not like the government's going to turn around and say, oh, by the way, here, that's some paperwork. This open your mind. We haven't got that, have we? So without the whistleblowers, how could we be? Yeah, I suppose that's always an option. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to spread the word, but we need that initial person. Like, I mean, I've never received an email with not yet. Maybe in the future, juicy bit of emails that no one's seen or heard of before that comes through, and you get it out there. But no, but that's what I'm saying. Did you, maybe It's because we need. That's why we need the whistleblowers. Do you think? Some cat on the internet. Whistleblowing and disclosure are two different things. Yes, they are. Yeah, whistleblowing. In theory, they're supposed to be talking about what they shouldn't be. But I've got a feeling that there's a hold on that. There has to be a hold on that. There's got to be a limit of what they can say because they know they're going to get unalived. So whether like Louis Elizondo forever says, "Oh, I can't talk about that. Oh, I can say that in a skiff. Oh, I've got a non-disclosure agreement. Oh, I signed a non-disclosure agreement." You're like, yeah, we know. So I think whistleblowing and disclosure are two different things. But whistleblowing might be a way of hiding the fact that that's how they're going to drip feed the disclosure to us. And we get the impression they're whistleblowing when they're not. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm trying to think this through as we go. Like I say, we're unscripted and it's live and it's raw. Make it up as we go along. I'm trying to think on the top of my head because, like, what if our so-called whistleblowing is actually their way of drip feeding and a form of disclosure? Because I mean, even this video, I mean, would they really get that out? Who like it was secretive, snuck it out, or I don't know. That's why advertising anything as disclosure, unless it's a major event, it's just whistleblowing. Yep. Yep. Well, so I didn't think much of David Grush, Tim Gallaudet, Louis Elizondo, Mike Gold, Michael Schellenberger. I mentioned them all before, but they didn't do. They haven't exactly done it like David Grush. Oh yeah, we have non-human biologics, non-human aircraft or technology. Like where though? I mean, I could sit here telling you all that. So right, we got this, we got that, and we got some of the other as well. Oh, how's your father? But where's the evidence? Where's like that's why they put this video out. So yeah, I'm one of them. I like to believe in my own eyes. So I have to be honest, but I don't like to be duped. And with all the like the psyops and this, that, and everything else they got going on nowadays, I don't know what we're getting, and we don't really know who we're getting it from. Like, oh, Jake Barber and David Grush, but I mean, even David Grush, the US here, and that sort of died a death. There's never like a part two. Yeah. I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you missed some. The egg and the eight gone. Yeah, I sort of got the impression that possibly it's actual or could be man-made, i.e. reverse engineered. Yeah, I did get that impression, but like the egg you can see on screen, that is the egg. I can't see anything on it, or I did actually zoom quite in on them. It's actually like there's no rivets or anything. It's just like I don't know. What can you say? Molded looking. And the eight gone, yeah, the eight gone. Like Jake Barber said, the only time he actually saw that is from looking down on top of it, and he said that you could see all the. Well, I assume it's called eight gone because it had 8 sides going down. So, like an octagon, I suppose. Of called it 8-gon just to be different. But yeah, I mean, the way he described it and that, like the fact that he's working in an area called the Range and it's for retrievals, then they know some stuff could crash there, which means maybe it's their stuff. It's not extraterrestrial. It is reversed engineered. Maybe. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, my people. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, I've got a feeling. Aries agrees with Didge. Happy days. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got to see it with your own eyes. I'm very much like I hate the thought of being duped or lied to. I'm like a walking lie detector. I can just like no. But some things like this, it's like I've not seen Jake Barber enough to get any type of read on him. So he could sit there and be all serious. And it's the first time I've seen him. I can't really. But they did mention that even the Rendlesham Forest, the gentleman there, he ended up being sick. Come to think of it, and he had to. Is it Gary Nolan helped him get it all out? But the egg is a more sophisticated version of the 8-gon to enclose the vacuum point energy. Wow. Some cat, you could actually be onto something. Definitely. Yeah. Got me thinking there. Roswell only happened because of nuclear testing beforehand. Oh, what, that caused the crash? Yeah, but I've heard they got the old EMPs, the electromagnetic pulse, and they can like that bring it down. That's why I don't like electric vehicles, because they can stop us. They take away our freedom of speech and freedom of movement. Just electromagnetic pulse, wipe out all the cars, and obviously turn off the electricity. That'd be something. But yeah, you're probably right there. Yeah. Kelly Bocock, right, Kelly, I saw a TR3B program vehicle craft and could definitely tell it was ours. Oh, could you indeed? Oh, okay. TR3B program. Oh, I have heard of TR3B. I'm not pretending. I have heard of it. When you could definitely tell it was ours. So what? Like with this sort of egg and this 8-gon, do you think it's not so obvious? So could it be extraterrestrial or non-human intelligence? Is that what you're saying, Kelly? Or there's just something about it that tells us straight away, like you're like, yeah, that's man. And then another stuff you're saying, like you see it and you're saying, I haven't got a clue, so it must be extraterrestrial. Because yeah, if you can definitely tell if it's ours or not, then that sort of gives us a medium of where we're at, like when we see it. Because this, to me, like this egg, I ain't got a clue. Just looks like a big molded egg, like molded in one. But then what's in it? How do you get in that egg? What substance is it that can make it do what it does? It's crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, if you could definitely tell it's ours, then it sort of gives us a foothold of where to start, doesn't it? Some cat. I think the TRB3 is using the same technology as the 8-gon. Oh, do you know? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. He's calling it that because he can't see the other sides. Yeah. Like so, yeah. He's looking down. He does. He even says like this view here. He's looking down on it. That's all he's got. So, yeah. TRB3 being the same. Let's see if I can bring see what we can find in the world of bring these up. I won't. I won't actually click on all this, that, and everything else. I don't want to end up clicking on something that I should be clicking on, but I will bring up so we can see for those who are thinking, what is TRB3? Not like Quality Streets and the Green Triangle then. But I think Genuine Craft are more organic. Yeah. Not that egg though. Could you say that about the egg, the way it's moulded? Yeah, I could, because, the Aegon is more like a biplane next to an F-18. Yeah, I don't know if there's comparing it to the egg. Yeah. Yeah, here you go, Kelly. The TRB3 has always been mistaken for a UFO when an actuality is reverse engineered of such. Yep. Is any of it blooming genuine? Do you know, even the video footage that we've shown of the egg and everything. That's the thing. I don't know, Didge, if it can be trusted or anything like that or whatever. I just do not know. That's what gets me, because I end up believing something, find out it's fake, and I feel a bit of a plum. But Kelly, the TR-3B program vehicle used 4 points to focus a type of anti-gravity engines. The majority of the TR-3B program vehicle pictures online look fake. Yeah, yeah. That's what gets people question it, isn't it? And they can actually sort of downplay it because it looks fake. And it looks nothing like what it actually looks like. But yeah, but the eggs are this. See, because I don't think any of the actual egg pictures. Let's have a look. Actually, do it or look any better. Let's have a look. See which egg. You see more of the egg there, but it's not really. Still don't really sort of say much about it, does it? Some cat, you can see the TRB3 or the Aegon were manufactured. The egg seems to be a different technology. Yeah, it's I've never seen I never heard of the Aegon before in my life. To be fair, is that even is there actual pictures of the Aegon? Does anyone know? Because I could always do a quick search and have a look and see if Aegon UFO and see what. Oh yes, I have. That's me talking rubbish. Yeah. That's like that. Let me bring that up. The Aegon, so people can actually see. Let me just share the screen. That give you an idea of it. The Aegon. But it always confuses me. Like you look at aeroplanes, you see the rivets and this and that, and like how to create something so it's completely molded, like there's literally no seams. And yeah, you're right there, Didge. It blooming is, isn't it? Always hidden between two conspiracies, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But it's just not knowing. It's like I mean, the 8 gone, is that going to start being like the new focal point? Because he mentioned 8 gone and egg. But Penguin Z0 is absolutely doing nothing but laughing at the egg. Reddit is going crazy. A bloke saying that he found 6 UFOs in his fridge or something, and that's like a pack of 6 eggs. So they're already on it and laughing at it and clowning on it. In Penguin Z0 said, how have we gotten to... Shall I start again? I was sort of reading but thinking of something then. How have we gotten this stupid? That's what Penguin Z0 said. They're running it as if it's real. So he's definitely not. He's up with everyone else on Reddit. But it will be, won't he? Popularity purposes. But they're basically Reddit's clowning on it big time. Ridicules to the max. So saying like it has to be a joke and this and that. But in the lead up to the Newsmax show, there was a glimpse of something that ain't gone for half a second. Didn't see it in the show. Oh, probably restricted. Probably got restricted. And if it's worth seeing, then we're not seeing it. But absolutely crazy. But let's bring up the egg again. I do like the egg. I have no answers to it. Anyone have any answers? The fact that it's just... I don't know how would humans manufacture that? I assume we can, because like you say, we reverse engineer everything, don't we? So the 8 gone and the egg are going to be the discussions for the future. But it's a bit weird. David Grush done his stuff, Louis Elizondo done his stuff, and it goes completely quiet. And then to reintroduce the narrative, just so happens we've got Jake Barber. And that can continue the narrative on and on and on. It just seems a bit convenient. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, it's exactly that. I mean, yep, it was dangling beneath the chopper about 150 foot below his helicopter, that was. And that's exactly the same angle that he saw the 8 gone at. So, yeah, but it's not real. It's going to have to be CGI, isn't it? Or AI, whatever they use nowadays. And that's just going to ruin the narrative. And it just play into the hands of people like Penguin Z0 who are just mocking it. When we don't actually know. I'm all up for having a giggle, don't get me wrong. Because we don't know, do we? Let's have a laugh, yeah. But when you want to look at it seriously, do you take it seriously or do you take it with a pinch of salt? Let me know in the comments what you think. Like I say, anything and everything like this, I'm always 50-50 straight off the bat. Because I don't want to look a plum. I don't want to look a plum geese. But I don't know. But yeah. So where did you stand with the interview itself? Once the interview was done, where did you stand? Like I say, I ended up being like 50-50. I don't know, because I've not seen enough of Jake Barber to get a read on him. But he seemed genuine and he believed what he was saying. And to have video footage like this, I mean, is that just convenience in order to back up what you're saying for getting to people like us who want to believe? But some bug's egg under a microscope, yeah, that'd be funny. But I don't know. I don't want to sit here and go, oh yeah, whatever. But Yeah, so it's an actual video. Yeah, I don't want to show anything in case I get copyrighted, and now I've been monetized. I don't want to risk it because I did try to do Sean Ryan. He spoke to Michael Herrera. You want to look that up? That's a crazy interview. I wanted to just do a little review over a bit, and then it blooming cut off my live stream. So I'm not doing that again. So, but yeah, that's why I take screenshots so I can still show it, because I'd rather have the egg on screen than big old face of mine scare you. But yes, the 8 gone says some cat, which I suspect was more complex device like a dodecahedron. I knew you get that. I knew something like that was going to come up. I was thinking hexagon, octagon, dodecahedron, or that. Then that device should be upressed to an egg shape. Yeah. Because like with an egg, you can make 2 halves in it and just join it. So there's only one side all the way around, but that'd be a weak point, would it not? Or not, depending on the technology that we have reverse engineered, then who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I'm staying at the moment at like 50-50 on the interview. I have to, because I don't want to be made to look stupid. but yeah, I'm all like, I want certain things to be real, don't we all? But we don't go around suddenly like believing in everything, do we? Just for the sake of it. But like I say, Jake Barber came across that he believed what he was saying. They had the other people backing up what he said. But Gary Nolan, I'm not too sure about him. I've seen him a few places, but yeah, I don't know how to take that one, because I saw something when they were saying, like what a good source he is, and then I saw someone else actually saying that he's a psyops, and like it's his job to do stuff, as is a few others, to throw us off the scent and give out false information to try and ruin the narrative. So I don't know. You have to let me know what you think, my friends, because obviously I do not have all the answers, which is annoying. No one does. That's what. We actually worked with that a few decades ago, did we? The egg shape makes sense. Yeah. I mean, cause it's going to be aerodynamic any which way you look at it, isn't it? Surely. So it does make sense. But we're so more like you got to have the wings. Like, where are the wings? But yeah. But what's in it? I want to know what's in that egg. Jake Barber said it was like a pearly white. But what's in it? How do you get anything inside that egg? How's it controlled? I mean, when it's actually flying, is that what we see and we call an orb? Yeah, good old geometry. But I mean, is it super bright with energy, and then it's flying through, and that's what we see as an orb? You think the vacuum? Oh, the vacuum actually in the egg. What, Dyson? Comedy at its best. But because I thought the orbs could possibly be actual non-human intelligence, the orbs themselves. But if that's it, and that's super brilliant bright, and we see that, and that's what we call an orb, then I'm wrong, Then I'm wrong. The wizard is wrong. But yeah. A vacuum in the eggs. I suppose that's all done during production. But controlling it. Makes you think. Because when it's put down, it rolls. Now, if it actually weighed the same or whatever, you put it down, it'd just stay there, wouldn't it? But why would it roll? Because some part must be heavier than the other part, otherwise it wouldn't be able to roll. Because in the video, literally, the bit you see there where it's sort of tied up in that little like canopy thing, you don't see that because that's the way it rolls, and then you just actually see the canopy, like whatever it is. So it actually physically rolls. Could it be the ground? Possibly, but if it's in the desert, if it's called the range, I assume they're there because it's nice and flat. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. He did. Yes, they were controlling it because he said they. What was the program? He's done a Sky Watcher team, and they actually do that. One of the gentlemen who's got headphones on and that mask over his face actually connects with something like an egg UFO and controls it with his mind, and it gets into some sort of battle, and he has to come out of that, and the egg apparently falls to the ground. So yeah, I suppose, yeah, it could be influenced by the actual helicopter blades, etc., and it could blow it and whatever. Yeah, that's possible. It's possible, but I mean, yeah, it could be extremely light, yet extremely strong. I mean, that would definitely fall into reverse engineered technology, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But yeah, but the psionics, I mean, that's a bit like, say if it is extraterrestrial, we could actually have people that can do psionics or the remote viewing or whatever, and we can actually just take over their craft with our minds. We can actually steal their craft. It's got to be something to a certain frequency, but how? But if it's controlled by psionics, how? We could literally take it away from the extraterrestrial or non-human intelligence and fly it ourselves to ourselves. Am I thinking too hard? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Get in the comments. I need to know what everyone else is thinking. Not exposing myself as being a bit of a plum on this situation. But yeah, it's definitely a mind boggle. Aegon is built using reverse engineered beams from the 47 crash. Do you think? Do you think that's what? Do you think sort of Roswell paved the way then? Aries. According to physics, the egg rolls or spins easily. Whatever's inside is solid and not a liquid. Yeah. Indeed. So it makes the mind boggle. I can't risk showing the video because I'll only show like 3 seconds, and then NewsNation will go, nah, copyright me or something. So I want to be careful. But yeah, that's how it is. And then let me have a look at the other pictures, because I think you might see there. See, it's moved over. There you go. It's rolling to the right that way. There you go. You can actually see it's rolled. It's actually rolled to the right, like I said, and there you can see the. Yeah, because it, like heavy type stuff, you put it down, it's just going to stay where it's put, isn't it? Surely. So, what was it what some cat said? Extremely light, that would allow it to roll, but there'd have to be something in it in a solid way to one side that'll make it go. What does a normal egg do? That goes all funny. That's what everyone's saying on Reddit. It's a chicken egg. It's a chicken egg. But that's just the thing. We ain't got the answers, have we? That's what really annoys me. Do you know what I mean? At least we know 1 + 1 is 2, but other than that, we ain't got a clue. It's absolutely crazy. I honestly do not know what the answers could be. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Definitely got me thinking. I mean, we can't even gauge how heavy it is in the video because obviously it was a blooming helicopter carrying it, isn't it? But yeah, it did. I think it did. And 2 and a 2, like so. And then it's wrapped round. But obviously when it's put down, obviously it's still wrapped, isn't it? The actual wrapping, or the canopy that it's in, is still in it. But with four attachments, I'm trying to work out how we can see whether it really gauge whether it's heavy or light. I don't know. But the rope's massive, but the actual 4 wires, like you say, they're quite thin, aren't they? Which would make you think, but we don't know what the wires are made of, but give you the impression that they are indeed very light. So it looks like an egg, and it's as light as an egg. But other than that, we don't know. Well, we got somewhere. But I just do not know how to take Jake Barber. That's what's bugging me. That's what's bugging me. But yeah. Let me know in the comments. Don't worry if I go quiet, I'm thinking. It's a bit of a mind boggle. But also, like, we didn't actually like to back up what Jake Barber was saying. If he ends up in hospital, etc., why would he not have some sort of paperwork to prove that he was in hospital? There's no evidence of that either. It's just his word. So everyone, I love my evidence. I want paperwork, paper trails. I don't know. I mean, moving a box, you will end up like with what seems to be radiation poisoning. But even that is 150 foot away from him. I mean, how much radiation would it have? Or would it need to make your hair fall out? Oh, yeah, yeah. This is weird, yeah. I remember that from school. Yeah. Because a boiled egg just spins, doesn't it? But an unboiled egg is a bit weird because of the yolk and the white having a little bit of a slosh around inside. But one thing is for sure about this egg, it was not made by Fabergé. So we won't be seeing it on the Antiques Roadshow. It's not from the new cornflake advert, is it? I know it's a cockerel, isn't it? He wouldn't lay an egg like that. But yeah, we can joke about it, but we don't know, do we? That's It's exactly like the David Grush hearing, and then the second UFO hearing. We just, we never. bugging. We're not any wiser, are we? So if whatever it is in the egg is solid, maybe it's ready to hatch. Yeah. Going back, Transformer. Going back to the dinosaurs. But it's 20 foot long, apparently. And if that's 20 foot that way, then that must be a good, 15 foot width, would it be? If that's 20, that would be about 15. At a guess. So it's quite big. I wouldn't say it's huge, but it's big. I mean, we've got drones bigger than that. But one thing no one has ever said, ever, is when they see a UFO, described it going, it looked like an egg. They've never said that. They were like the diamond shape, triangle, like the arrowhead. You've got the orb, which is round, but no one's ever said an egg. So let's see how many videos suddenly pop up, people filming stuff going, oh, it was an egg. Like, where'd you get that idea from? There'd be an orb, but they won't. They call it an egg because it's been mentioned and it makes them feel like what they're saying is true. So that could actually smash around with the narrative. But no, I've never, let me know in the comments, you ever heard anyone say I saw a UFO, it looked like an egg? I've never. And I'm old, man. I'm a wizard. I'm 376 years old. Come on, geese. Talk like you're old, geese. I don't know. Some cat. People that experience sleep paralysis have a complete belief in what they imagine. Yeah. That's like near-death experiences. It's like your mind takes you somewhere to make you comfortable, to feel safe. But then they make out like, oh, it was this and it was that and it was real. Like, no offense to anyone, but the near-death experiences when they say, oh, well, I spoke to Jesus, that they're crap. That's lies. I've died myself. I know what's there. I know what I spoke to. I know who or what I saw, which was not a lot. But it's a human concept. So for you to see Jesus, if that's a human concept, then you are in your mind. It's not. You can't go to Neptune, meet a Neptunian and say, oh yeah, do you believe in God and Jesus Christ? Because they look at you like, what? So it's not universal, so it can't be a thing. Whereas science and maths is. Because if we go to Neptune and say, oh yeah, look at this scientific equation, and they do it, we can both have the same answer. But when you talk about Jesus and God, they'll be like, what? What are you talking about? Because they haven't come to the same answer, because it was made in a human mind. It was created, i.e. a gift to help us live in a good way. But that got twisted into hate with things like Islam and using it to control people. Because Christianity, believe it or not, even that controls people. You got to live like this, live like that, say this, say that, whatever. But yeah, but I think but I think you said it in how you said it. I think some cat, you know, like, they have a complete belief in what they imagined. That, yeah. Because I think, like, when you're near death, I think you get taken to a place where it's comfortable. Like if you're in a coma or whatever, like you're still in your mind somewhere, somehow, where it's active. So, oh, is that so? Lonnie Zamora saw an egg with 2 occupants in 1962. I did not know that. I've learned something. I will look that up. I did not know that at all. So, Lonnie Zamora. Let me look. Was it 1962 you said? 1962. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that one, yes. Yeah, they're trying to... let's have a look. It was... they've only got sort of pictures of it like that, and obviously he's not going to have a proper... Yeah, so that looks like a lozenge. But yeah. So that's one. That's one that could be an egg. I need to make notes of that. With Lonnie Zamora, 1962. Yeah, I've seen that. I can't bring it off the top of my head. I'm going to have to refresh my memory on that one. But yeah. So I know there's another officer, wasn't he? He had his car damaged by it, which was a crazy... let me bring up the old Eggaroonie. Eggaroonie, that's a scientific term for Eggaroonie. But yeah, but what do you think about the egg? The egg gone, the interview? Absolutely nuts. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. I think we got it across. We're sort of getting somewhere, but it wasn't as revealing as I'd hoped. It sort of was, but wasn't. But Dogmata. It's a film, innit, Dogma? But yeah. Let's see what happens next and goes from there. I mean, I assume now Jake Barber will end up on Sean Ryan and everywhere else. But yeah, let's see where it goes and where it takes us. But I'm staying 50-50 on this one, just to protect my own wizard beard and my wizard backside. But it's absolutely crazy. Yeah. But other than that, I think we are said and done for the day. I'll see what else is going on. Dogma, no, Catma. Very good, very good. Yeah, but I think that's about everything mentioned. So as far as whistleblowing goes, I'm not over impressed. But it is what it is, don't you think? We'll see what comes out, and then I'll see them probably go live again. Obviously, maybe tomorrow. I always try and aim sort of 1-2 o'clock, but Thursdays at 4 is a definite. That's the one I plan. These ones I don't plan because stuff happens. In the world of UFOs, can't say please do not do any UFO disclosure until Thursday. But I can't wait till Thursday because it'll be old news. But it's all good. But yeah, so keep an eye. Make sure you got your notifications on. Say that again, shall I? Notifications on, so you don't miss a random live or anything like that. Don't forget to check out the Wizard merch at thewizardwords.com. Stylish. and it's all the best products. I don't go cheap. I go for the best products. Value for money, that's where it's at. And you want to be able to buy a t-shirt and still wear it in 10 years' time. Well, I do anyway. That's what I'm like. But yeah, it's all good. It's all happy days. And we'll yes. A little bit of Catma and Dogma. Geese. But yeah, it's all good. But we'll go live again. I'm sure something come up Tuesday or Wednesday that I feel compelled to talk about. But if it doesn't, Thursday at 4 p.m. is guaranteed. Will there be any video uploads? I do not know. I need to have a look, see what's going on. Like the weekend flew by. I was doing my website for the new merch and getting all the merch up and blah blah blah. So, but it's all good. We got there. So until next time, my friends, my fellow wizards and wizettes, that is the wizard's words.